Welcome back to the B stream, B for better stream, better games, better commentary, better observing. I'm with Lumi right now. We're going to cast some games of Dota.
Yep.
How are you feeling? You haven't cast in a while? So,
I haven't.
What are you expecting? Are you back in touch? Like, is your voice trained? You feeling good?
Yes, I'm back in touch.
You're back in touch. That's great. And back is also the game between Virtus.Pro and xGame.kz.
Yep.
So we're going to just straight head into that game because normally we skip the first bans and we go into the first pick. But this is 682, so it is my first time to be able to talk about some of the things going on here, and I think you as well. So let's get our impressions of bans and everything as well. So let's go now into the game and see what happens.
So I think one thing that you mentioned as we are jumping back in the game, during the pick ban stage, or during the intro of the whole thing, and you guys were, I was like, oh, let's keep moving on schedule, talk about the teams, talk about predictions, and you guys are talking about PA, right?
Corporate now.
All right, so you want to talk about PA.
Yeah, this is PA, even though there's no PA here at all.
It's no PA, but one big change, I think, from 6.81 to 6.82 is both Chronosphere as well as Doom does not disable passive anymore.
Right.
And against a hero like Phantom Assassin, that's a big deal because when you do disable her passive, she's a lot easier to kill. But looks like at least we're not going to see a PA coming out from xKZ because they locked in Terrorblade, which to me is the most destructive carry of this patch.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised because when 682 came, people were talking about Legion Commander and saying, wow, Legion Commander is going to be a game changer.
Right.
Pro players, literally every pro player I talked to was saying, that hero is broken. And Terrorblade, they were like, oh, this hero is good. But it kind of turned the other way around. It's Terrorblade. And the teams that can play it are actually making a huge impact. While Legion Commander, yes, wins some games, loses some games, but it's kind of under the radar.
I actually think that a lot of pro players, we value the words too much. And this is not me saying they shouldn't be valued, the words. Obviously, they have most competitive experience. But when it comes to a hero like Legion Commander, they haven't played that hero much, aside from pub games. I would even trust the words of somebody that played like 1,000 LC games over the word of a pro, like in terms of how powerful that hero is.
And like more to that point, I think about 25 to 50% of pro players don't play pubs much.
Exactly.
Or at all.
Yeah. So it's cool to hear Aoi and say, hey man, Legion Commander is broken, but how many games has he played with Legion Commander?
Absolutely.
Not to discredit Aoi, as obviously he is my person of choice when it comes to doing a change-log analysis. But in this game, we don't see the Legion. We see Terrorblade and Batrider. And that just signifies if you don't have any way to break that lasso, whoever that's getting lasso, first of all, is straight up dead if Terrorblade is in the fight. Second of all, if Terrorblade is in the fight is going to last long enough such that Terrorblade is going to take at least a tower or a Rax on the other side of the map.
Right.
5 seconds.
I think one common theme we saw in WCA as well as ESL during the past weekend is that if Terrorblade is not in the fight, that fight you have to either disengage very quickly or win very quickly because Terrorblade is somewhere doing very nasty things to your buildings.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking about the other hero, and I'm looking right now at xGame.kz's, and they actually picked really kind of 681-y, as I was saying before. The most picked heroes are Center, Batrider, Razor, Death Prophet, and some Nagasari in there as well. And talking about Center and Batrider, which are the top 2 picks, and we see a Batrider here as well.
Oh, wait, you're saying those heroes you list are the most popular picked in 6
for xGame.kz in this patch.
Okay.
Which feels kind of like 681-ish.
Sure, yeah.
Right? I mean, we're not going to talk about the ones that are banned, but talking about Batrider and Center, that could be a possible pick. Even though they didn't get massive nerfs, I think there's something huge about getting an urn disabling Blink Dagger.
10 seconds to go.
So it becomes much harder to initiate with Batrider. It is kind of like
5 seconds.
Some big change to him.
I think it's more of earning the Batrider so he can't blink away if you're trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to use that urn to prevent the initiation, chances are by the time you even get into range to use that urn, he's already on top of you. Because I think the urn range is a lot smaller than the
blink. No, I think it's 1,000 or 1,200.
We could quickly check on that, or you could quickly check.
I can check, and you can.
Because the other big difference and the power of Batrider is that Firefly gives flying vision.
Yes, that is a big difference.
You could try to earn him, and he probably already sees you. And he probably could easily kill you.
Yeah, wait.
That's one thing I hate
950.
950. So blink is a little bit longer. Yeah, so. But to your point, though, I think when you're chasing a bat, dropping an urn on him before even laying attack or spell is a good way to ensure that he's not blinking.
And if we talk a little bit about Virtus.Pro, which are about to pick, of course they got the Razor, they got the AA, and they got the Legion Commander right now. The Legion Commander, which they have been picked, this is the 5th time picking it. They're 2-2 right now, so not doing particularly great, but they've been trying the hero. And the thing about Legion Commander, right, it's really powerful on its own.
Yes.
And if you put it with a support, you can get killed. Some people swear by the Legion Commander and Wisp combo.
Okay.
It's not like a combo like you would expect Tiny Wisp or something like that. But just the fact that press the attack on Wisp makes you pretty much immortal.
That's
and
true.
You still get the overcharge bonus from the Wisp as well. You get the the movement speed from Overwhelming Odds and from the tether. It just makes Legion Commander get super scary, super fast. And even when you duel, since duel doesn't disable passives anymore, you can now go for some different item builds.
Yeah.
And of course get the bonuses that the Wisp will give you.
I mean, you're talking about the offensive aspects of Legion Commander, which is great. With or without Wisp, she is a hero that could just isolate a target and just go to work.
Right.
I'm gonna look at her application as a defensive hero in this game, because one of the ways that Skywrath Mage gets a kill is dropping that Ancient Seal, combining now with Sand King being picked up by xGame.kz. Yeah, a single press the attack just debuffs all of your stun. So whoever that gets Barrow gets that ultimate Mystic Flare on top, you drop the press attack, they just walk out, and suddenly you have two supports that are very, very squishy. And these two are excellent dual targets. I love Ogre Magi.
Ogre Magi. Have you played against an Ogre Magi?
I have played against and played with Ogre Magi.
How hard is it to kill an Ogre Magi in lane?
Well, it doesn't matter if he's a support or he's a core. You could harass him, but a level 1, he has 7 base armor, 2.5 health regen, so you might as well just not even harass him.
2.5 plus the strength regen on top of that, I think.
Well, yeah.
So it's like 3 HP. It's insane. That hero, you just ignore it completely.
Yeah, he could be played as a solo mid core, off lane core, anything. You could play one Ogre Magi if you want. So you're looking at a lineup that has Batrider to initiate, Sand King to initiate, and a ton of burst damage, right, from Skywrath and Sand King. But I'm looking at Legion, Ogre, and to a certain extent Razor. You could survive that nuke, and suddenly all you really have to do is rely on Terrorblade for damage. And I'm not sure if by himself that's enough.
Well, the thing is, again, Skywrath Mage is able to do quite a decent amount of damage. Sand King can as well if he gets a nice epicenter, but the problem is they can do that as long as they don't get jammed. And even Ogre Magi can solo kill a Skywrath Mage. Easily. Legion Commander, he will jump on the Skywrath Mage, get a kill. AA, one ulti, and Skywrath Mage has to run away. So you can't really rely on that Mage to be there all the time. And as you say, it's going to be really, really hard for xGame.kz to find the kills and just survive. But it all comes down to that Terrorblade. He has to play, I think Terrorblade is one of these heroes that fit Eternal Envy.
Yes.
Do you think?
Doesn't he have a 100% win rate in that hero?
I
think he does.
Has to be. I can check right now.
Check.
Yeah, go ahead.
The thing I want to mention about Terrorblade, I'm not sure whether you were going to get to that point, was Terrorblade in this game, he can't actually show himself. I don't think he could even fight. No. Because if LC blinks on you with a Blade Mail turned on and duels you, Terrorblade's going to kill himself.
Yep.
Ogre Magi, a multicast, and suddenly you're dying as well. So I think Terrorblade's going to have to be playing as a much more like ratting kind of playstyle.
Maybe take the opponent's jungle.
Sure.
Just like hide there, you can farm really fast. You can be at the jungle at really high health because your illusions do most of the tanking anyways. And just stay out of the fight. And with Queen of Pain, we got a little bit more damage. But then again, you look, ignore the Terrorblade. Let's say you kill the Terrorblade because you got a renunciation. You have all magic damage.
10 seconds
Skywrath Mage, Sand King, Queen of Pain, all 3 of them potential of huge amounts of magic damage. Right. Once you get a BKB, they don't do much.
Yeah.
Even if you get a pipe, they just suddenly are not that scary. Or if you get casual close.
I'm actually looking forward to more of an earlier pipe, supposed to be earlier BKB. Because obviously with the new changes to BKB, you can't ever buy a new BKB.
You can't rush it.
You
say that?
I mean, okay, the reason you say you can't rush a BKB is because you can't buy a new one ever again.
Exactly.
But think of the times you actually need a second BKB. The percentage of times where you actually need a second BKB. It's quite low, right?
Well, it was quite low when matches were 20, 30 minutes long in 681. Now matches
are longer. The follow-up argument is that the games are longer now. Yeah. I could see, I mean, if you feel like you need an early game BKB, and I think this game might be a very good time to get an early BKB on a hero like Razor, you still get one.
Yeah,
and we're going to see
Wow,
Klinks.
we see the Klinks, and I love that pick.
Yeah, I mean, the Orchid is going to be extremely good against every single hero of xGame.kz.
Yeah.
Same thing though, Queen of Pain being handled up by Whatthefugger is going to get a quick Orchid as well. Although her Orchid is going to matter a lot less when you have press attack to factor in. Because press attack is going to debuff that.
You know, Klinks is doing terrible in this patch. It's 5 and 8 with 38% win rate. It just hasn't been working, and it's not about the kills because he's one of the heroes that get most kills per game with 9.4. But he dies way too much and way too fast with 6 deaths per game. I mean, this might not be exactly a problem here. He's actually 6th in kills per game. But Klinks, again, squishy hero, and there is so much burst from these new heroes coming right now, and even just like really hard to escape heroes like Legion Commander, like even Terrorblade, he finds you, which you can't 1v1 and man up, you just have to run away. It's not here that's working pretty well, but then again, we'll see what happens this game because every game is a new game.
Yeah, I think this game is going to work a lot better because Klinks has 3 very reliable frontline tanker for him, and those are the 3 heroes walking in front, scouting the enemy jungle right now. Sedoy on that LC, 633 or BZZ on Razor, and then you have Yo on Ogre Magi. You have to focus on those 3 heroes, and that's going to allow God to basically turn on Strafe and just go to work. And obviously in the new patch where you could get an orb now on Klinks, I imagine Desolator is just going to rip a new one on any of these supports. Can you imagine like Skywrath Mage getting hit by a Strafe, Fiery Arrow, desolating Klinks? Like,
I don't think you even use Strafe.
The game is on.
yeah, sure.
Like in 2 times.
3 times and he's straight up dead. And looks like we can fight. Burrow Strike's going to hit on 2. I don't think anybody's going to die here, especially with Yo not to go. I think Yo is actually going to be dead. 3 stacks, a couple more right clicks, and Yo's going to give a first blood to a Bat Rider, which is going to be excellent for him.
Well, we were talking about how tanky the Ogre Magi is, but again, 3 heroes at level 1.
Yeah.
And a lot of magic damage as well coming from them. That was not enough. But, well, that's the first blood. And first blood doesn't mean that much anymore.
It doesn't mean that much, although I think on a Bat Rider who's going to be rushing Blink, it means quite a bit.
Yeah, of course. But it's just like, as we were talking before, laning not so important. You just like brush this off and just start thinking again. The Ogre Magi is going to have to walk to that Trident, and they have an offensive Trident with a Razor. Hidden potential? Maybe not that much, but the fact is that this Terrorblade can't stay here.
Yeah, one of the rare Tri-lanes that's more to deny farm than to actually kill, which is going to be absolutely fine. Meanwhile, though, xGame.kz could actually go for a little bit of pull and whatnot. It looks like Reeves is going to be going up top as well. I don't think they can actually kill Sedoy, but it looks like they're going to make a good attempt at it. Sedoy 4 stacks soon, and never mind, I think he is going to go down. He's going to turn around, but man, he needs to run away. He's going to actually fight. Let's see if the Tower's going to get one. Yeah, Tower's going to get a kill, but there's no experience gained.
Maybe 2 kills.
Well, he could have... No, he has boots.
No, it's okay. He has boots. He's fine.
You can see that Sedoy underestimating the Napalm turn rate there. He kind of turned around, stood there for a while, and then cast his overwhelming odds.
Yep. And now we're seeing the Ogre Magi trying to rotate again. Again, he's eating a tangle. He has 10.4 HP regen per second. He's going to be fine. And now that Terrorblade there is looking so sad. 0-0. The Ancient Apparition finds him. He's going to find an illusion, actually. But they're putting so much pressure. And they can take this tower real fast as well, if they want to.
Yeah,
I think Mantis is there.
He's kind of completely trapped there. Easy kill going on good.
Easy kill. And I'm having a little bit of lag there, so I'm going to look at your screen. But yeah, so this is 2 for 3 right now. A very action-packed game. And here comes again. This is like something I really like about this patch. It's the rune fights all the time. So Skywrath Mage gets this one. Yol is going to check, but he's like, oh no, I missed it actually. So the Ogre Magi is not going to get that one. Whatthefugger, Queen of Pain with a DD, but no bottle right now.
Yeah, I think that's a good segue to talk about how 6.82 to me is the patch that has the most first blood compared to any other patch.
Well, because every patch has first bloods.
Well, more first blood in this patch.
What? Like every game has a first blood. I mean, what the fuck?
Or earlier first blood.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Sedoy, a little bit of trouble. He's actually going to debuff the stacks and just going to run away. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, Whatthefugger with the double damage rune takes away. You get what I mean.
Yeah.
Earlier first bloods, and mostly at the rune spot, because as we saw earlier, Ogre Magi trying to get to the rune. And meanwhile, back in the bottom lane, you're going to have, well, correct nickname is going to go down because he actually does not have the correct nickname. Oh my god, it's going to be Terrorblade that dies first. Nice trade here on the bottom lane. BZZ going for the secondary kill on Skywrath Mage. Not going to be able to find it.
So he actually died second. He didn't die first. Okay. On top of it, there's the stun again. Trying to kill. And I think he wants to go on the Bat Rider, and he's gonna make it. The Bat Rider, does he have Firefly? He has Firefly, he doesn't want to use it, and now the chase is going the other way around. There's no stun for the Sun King, so Sidoy is gonna be fine, but he has to take away the 3 stacks because he can't build freely. Now he's fine.
So a lot of very, very like old school 2-on-2 lane coming out from xGame.kz. And I'm not sure whether I agree with your point about how the earlier kills matter less. Technically they do, like numerically compared to before, but there's so many more kills now, right?
Yeah.
At least in particular in this game, that it seems to be adding up. I think especially for the Bat Rider, who is having such a good time. He's having his jungle being stacked. He's taking 1 stack on the top right now. Also, if you look at the camp near the mid tower,
yes,
that's also stacked. So not that one, near the mid Radiant tower.
Yeah. No, but that's good.
Scarf is having trouble finding it.
The Klinks is trying to get some damage on the Queen of Pain, but the Queen of Pain, he just pops the bounty rune, will get regen. And how important is that? It's just, like, that's one of the things that upsets me a little bit about this patch is that, oh wait, bottom lane, we have the Razor, is gonna go and chase again the Skywrath Mage. The Skywrath Mage is trapped by the illusion.
Well, they actually they're going to 2 different targets right now. 2 supports going on Mantis.
It's
Meanwhile,
fine, they can get both.
Oh, yeah,
one
long attack range.
And now, oh, nice slow from the Ignite, and
they're gonna have Fire Blast, one more, and yeah, easy kills. Right now, this tri-lane is being completely decimated upon Virtus.Pro doing very well here.
If you look at the Terrorblade, he's 3-0. Mantis is not having a good game right now at the moment. He's level 4.
How hard do you think xGame.kz is in trouble? Because they're gonna have a very quick Blink Dagger on Bat Rider, as noted previously by all the farm. They also will have a very farm Queen of Pain because she just got a solo kill on God, which is extremely crucial in any 1v1 matchup. But their Trailblade is just getting wrecked.
Yeah.
So that's a trade-off. Like, do you think they're going to create enough room to allow Terrorblade to make that comeback? Because they're not winning this game 4v5.
As I say, it's a trade-off because you have to do it if you want the Terrorblade to get anything. And the other thing that you can do is just like sack the Terrorblade and try to get something going for the Bat Rider and for the Queen of Pain, which are actually getting something. But you do need that Terrorblade, so eventually you will have to make it. By the way, sorry about this noise that we're doing. These are our keyboards. We're going to change for less noisy keyboards right now, so you do not hear the clicky sound all the time. In the meantime, the top lane, Sidoy, I heard the press the attack, but now he's just farming.
Yeah.
And the Ancient Apparition rotated top as well. They want to make something happen there. Reeves, with the Arcane Boots, is going to be found. Oh, and now there can be a fight. There will be a stun on Sidoy. Sidoy will want to re-engage. He gets the overwhelming odds. He's going to run, trying to find them, but no. These 2 again, another press the attack.
There we go.
Duel. And I think this is a duel 1 victory for Sidoy. He gets 10 damage.
Yeah, that was quite a bit of miscommunication on xGame.kz. They Burrow Strike 1 and then use Ancient Seal on the other.
Yep.
So that was kind of it. And you don't mess with LC under the tower because thanks to overwhelming odd, he can catch up to you quite quickly. What's your thought on Yo skill build? He's got 2 points on Fire Blast, 1 point Ignite. I think normally if you're level 3, you actually want 2 points Ignite. I think here's the problem, right? Ignite is better. Yes.
In terms of damage.
Yes.
It really is.
But you have to max
Fire
Blast?
Well, the thing
is that your argument?
Level 6, the potential of doing a multicast Fireball level 3,
yes,
Fire Blast level 3, is much better than a multicast Ignite.
I completely agree. So your skill build should be at level 3, 2
At level 3, 2 points in Ignite, and at level 5, 3 points in Fire Blast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I'm not sure if Yo understands that Ignite is better at this point, and he just wants to use more Fire Blast. I'm very interested to actually talk to him about that if ever given a chance.
The other thing is mana conservation, because level 2 Fire Blast is pretty cheap, 85 mana, and level 2 Ignite is 105 mana.
Yeah, I mean, you pay more mana for a better spell. That's my argument. So, also the game is kind of slowing down. So for me, looking in the next 5 to 10 minutes is who's going to get the Blink Dagger first? Sidoy or the Bat Rider on the other side, and who's going to make use of that Blink Dagger? Well, the Bat Rider is really, really close, and Sidoy is nowhere near close to there. Yeah, Sidoy has upgraded for a...
won't last much longer.
Oh yeah, well, you will need to click on heroes, by the way. Or is it me? I don't know. Am I clicking on heroes? You are clicking on heroes.
Okay.
You will have to click heroes.
I will have to click heroes.
Oh, the epicenter, I hear it. Where is it?
Yeah, it's going on BZZ, but good TP out here for him, and he's going to make it out fine. Meanwhile, on the back line here, Whatafaka trying to get a kill on Yo, but Yo's also going to TP out. Yeah. But I think the critical thing here is to note the support levels. Because on one side, you have a Sand King, who is level 6, and a Skywrath Mage trailing a little bit behind at level 4. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain pushing a little bit on the mid lane. On the other side, the supports are just not, the support levels are just not there.
No.
AA is level 6, which is great. Unfortunately, I think you want Ogre to be level 6 as well.
Yeah, but he's only level 3. I mean, to be fair, he's about to hit level 4 soon. But he's just not finding it. The fact that he's playing the roaming game, he needs to find more kills. And he found some at the beginning. But right now, he's struggling a little bit. And now Mantis says, well, you took my tower. That opens my jungle to getting ganked. But I don't care. I will farm anyways because I have some wards. And I can see things happening like Yol coming and trying to gank. So that Terrorblade will finally find a little bit of farm in the jungle.
Yeah, find more now with that Magic Bush ward getting dewarded.
Yep.
I think it's much more dangerous for Virtus.Pro to go into the Radiant jungle. Because if you look at heroes like Batrider, Queen of Pain, Sand King, the counter gank potential is much higher than Virtus.Pro's got on their own.
Right.
So I think taking that tier 1 tower and then freeing up the Terrorblade to farm in the Radiant jungle, it's probably not going to work out for the best for them. But obviously getting those 3 early kills on Terrorblade is going to be good. God coming around with the double damage.
He has double damage. He has a strafe.
He got scouted out by that sentry though. And there you go. The Batrider's up with the blink. So let's see how that first blink is going to be used. He's got a smoke as well, so he's going to have to make this one count. I think the most important target right now is actually Sedoya on the top lane. Ice Blast coming in from top is... it's going to hit.
Oh, yeah, it is there on the Skywrath Mage. But now the stun comes and the damage is silenced. That's going to be an easy kill. All 5 members of xGame there. And now they get the lasso on the Klinks. Klinks is going to die as well. He tries to do something with that rune. He can't do anything. Mantis is there for the 2 kills, so he gets the goal from the assist. That's a happy xGame team.
Yeah, so normally I would say, hey, look at the counter gank potential, like I just mentioned, the Burrow Strike, the Blink Batrider. But that's just VP taking a fight in between 2 towers of xGame.kz.
Oh, Cedar might be in trouble. There's haste on Queen of Pain, and she can chase forever.
I think if she blinks to chase, she's going to get dueled and killed.
I don't think she dies from a duel in full health.
Well, press attack and overwhelming odds.
Well, you can't do everything. Like, you have to press the attack.
press attack and then duel.
And then duel,
yeah.
So I don't know.
So smoke being used right here on the Radiant side. That smoke usage has been scouted by a very deep, but looks like scouting is no big deal here as big Sonic Wave's going to come in to get yet another kill on G.
Oh, Reeves, he dodges it. So it's only Whatafaka. Whatafaka is fine. He has a lot of health. He actually gets hit by the overwhelming odds, but blinks away to safety. And now the lane is Sedoys to farm. The lasso was not used. It was still on cooldown, but he's going to be ready for the next fight.
Yeah, and that's kind of key. They've been able to kill Klinks twice with a single lasso, and the lasso is going to be coming off cooldown in about 17 seconds, and Saltcat's going to be looking for yet another gank. To me, again, the most important player is Sedoy. He needs to get Blink. He needs to find some gank with it, but that's kind of the next 5 minutes. After that, you need your Klink to get farmed. You need your Razor to get farmed, and neither of them is farmed at all. I mean, BZC's got an early mech.
BZC is being found. Whatafaka wants to chase.
Should be fine. I say that though.
He spots both of them, and now here's the lasso. Here's the silence. Here's the lasso. He's going to take him back.
He's got mech.
Yol wants to help. He gets actually the right stun target.
Mech. Press the attack. He's still got mech.
Yeah. And here comes the Batrider, and he wants to get everything going there. It's going to be okay. He's going to run away, and now Whatafaka kind of standing in the wrong position, but he has Blink. Reeves, does he want to sandstorm? He's going to stun, so he's going to get silenced. The Klink is there.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Press the attack, runs away. The duel's going to come on Whatafaka, and that's where Queen of Pain really easily dies. I'm completely surprised by the fact that BZC never got off a link when he was being chased, because that's a very good way to disengage. But it looked more and more like a bait as VP decides to take that fight, and they do have the damage to clean down that tier 1 tower.
And look at Yol right now being very aggressive.
I love these steep wards. The first one on the top portion of the map, scope it out as smoke, although they got ganked by that smoke. But this kind of vision is exactly what you need, especially against a Batrider and a
Terrorblade, which you know will be farming in the jungle. Now, Terrorblade is level 7 right now.
You know he's going to be farming. I'm not sure whether they can stop him farming.
What do you think about the 3-3-1 build at level 7? Don't you want to max Metamorphosis or Conjuring Mage?
I definitely think you want to max your Metamorphosis.
Yep.
Because it fights better, but I don't think he could even participate in fights. So it actually makes sense to max Conjure Image to help you farm better.
Well, but he didn't do anything.
Yeah, so it's just a bad build. Top lane though, God, he's actually just walking away from that.
He win-walked. He got to win-walk, but he's dusted anyways.
Where's that big flame break? Push him back. He could have done that much earlier.
Yeah. I think he wasn't sure of himself. He just kind of wanted to see what happened, but didn't accomplish much. And now with that, and I think this is the moment when xGame.kz says,
when we fight on our terms, we actually have more fighting potential right now. But we're not taking the good fight. So let's just get a little bit more farm on that Sun King. Let's get him a Blink Dagger. And with the Blink Dagger on him, on the Bat Rider and the Queen of Pain, they will always play under their terms.
I think that's what they should do, but if you look at what they're doing, that's actually the opposite of what they were doing. If you look at the Sun King, if he wants to go for a quicker blink, he should have a third point in Sandstorm. Normally, you don't even max your Burrow Strike to level 8. But he's actually looking to play much more aggressive, and there you go, they smoke up, they're looking for yet another dang. But I'm agreeing with you, Bruno. I think they should slow the game down.
Thank you, Lumi.
Make sure that you get your Blink Dagger and just win those team fights. Because right now, with the mech on Razor, they're not going to win any team fights.
Nope, there's nothing you can do about that. And remember, it's VP that has the ancient apparition, no xGame, so the mech is double the value right there. And he's going to find Seedoy. Yeah, okay. There's the stun. It's going to be a lasso as well. There's a duel before the lasso. Stalkat dies. Victory for the duel. And it's 30 damage for that Legion Commander. Is BZZ going to live? He gets the urn. He's going to get healed. This victory again for VP.
I mean, they had the right idea of focusing the Razor. You got to kill him before he pops out the mech. But unfortunately, you need the Queen of Pain to be there to drop off that Sonic Wave. If that isn't the case, you're not bursting him down quickly enough. Once the mech came down, that's it. That's where the team fight goes. So, Burrow Strike on the top lane. Tower not being denied. They do get one kill on Yo, but G's going to run away. So, I think that's okay, though. If you're VP, you trade a support for a tier 1 tower kill. All right, whatever.
Yeah, that is perfectly fine. And Yol is kind of taking one for the team. He's doing a pie like that right now. He's the one that dies every team fight, the one that puts in front of the whole action. But again, just you have to waste so much to kill the Ogre Magi.
He's so tanky.
Yeah, and when you kill him, it's like, well, that was not such an important kill. A kill is a kill, yes, but you're not getting much. And then suddenly Legion Commander blinks and duels you. That Legion Commander, I mean, 15 minutes in, getting plus 30 damage.
Yep.
It's amazing.
That's what, 3 duels already?
Yeah, 3 duels already.
Yeah, now he's going to be getting more than 10 on each duel, especially with a Blink Dagger being picked up. So I think this is where you look towards your Skywrath Mage. Wait, did Equal miss skill? He's level 6, and he doesn't have Mystic Flare. That's a huge mistake. That's a huge misclick, right? Because
it has to be misclick.
Like when you grab in with that bag, Blat, you need the Mystic Flare to burst them down.
And now you can put the argument of not enough mana, but I would rather.
That's an argument. Duel's gonna come in. Ice Blast. Mantis is straight up dead.
Bye bye.
Yep.
What a kill steal, Razor! Come on.
I think you actually want the kills going to the Razor, but
yeah. Well, I know Bat Rider wants to catch. He's going to find the Razor. He's going to get Lasso. He's going to have a press the attack is so good. Look at that. It took him so long to actually kill him. They could have chased if the press the attack wasn't there, but just the press the attack told them, we have to kill the Razor. We can't do anything else. And now the overwhelming goes on Reeves. This is going to think about just like trying to get away.
Woo! Double damage clinks, man. Don't mess with that. The Glyph is going to come down for a second time on this tower. And it looks like they're going to just tank the tower and bring it down.
Now they have a Glyph again. No, 682.
I think the map is being opened wide enough at this point where Virtus.Pro could just look towards the early Roshan very soon now, especially if Klinks picks up more damage. Klinks obviously is going to go for the Orchid, which he just finished. And if your name's Queen of Pain, if your name is Terrorblade, you're in for a bad time when that Klinks finds you.
Yeah. And the Klinks is going to get some neutrals right now. Do you finish the Orchid, and what do you go for next? Desolator?
I'm a big fan of Deso. I'm a huge fan of Deso. Blink Duel on the bottom lane here. Mantis, Ice Blast, Fire Blast, all the blasts. Sidoi gets a kill on this one. AA gets a kill on this one. When I play core LC like Sidoi is playing, I am actually very happy if I get like a 0-1-13 score. Because that means my supports are getting a lot of kills, and for LC, all you care about is the damage.
Right.
So, you know, he's winning all these duels. Plus 58 damage already, and we're only 17, 18 minutes into the game.
That is what Seedoy wants, and this is what happens, and this is why pro player think that Legion Commander is OP. It's just like, it's not that he's a great, or she actually now, is a great hero in herself, which she's very good. The fact is that, okay, so let's say you're any other hero, you can get a huge advantage at the beginning of the game, and then when the other opponent comes back, then you lose that advantage that you got.
682,
but
right?
No one can take those 150 damage that you get away from you.
Yep.
It's like a free item in your inventory, and it's a free great item. So she actually makes a lot out of that early advantage, and once she gets big, she's just big for the rest of the game. It's like a rapier that cannot be dropped. And this is what we're seeing from BP right now. And xGame is going to try to defend this tower.
BP says, okay, you can have that. Maybe we can go and take Roshan.
You know, Bruno, it sounded like you were just about to give this like parent to daughter talk. It's like, don't let anybody take this away from you. You're special in your own way, right? Like, Sadoi already getting the plus
your
damage.
Own way? That's like, who would say that to your daughter? You're special in your own way. That's very condescending.
It's not.
That's like saying that you're not that special, but in your own way.
No,
you're kind of
like,
weird.
Like, I'm imagining this girl that's like very smart in high school, right?
Right.
And she's bullied because of that. Because it's not cool to be smart in high school.
Uh-huh.
Right? And then you're the parents like, but you're special, like you're smart in your own way. Don't let the haters.
I wouldn't say in your own way.
Okay.
I would just take that part off.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't have a daughter. I think I don't have a daughter.
See, if I ever have a daughter, the Lumi tough love will be like,
also,
just suck it up.
Daughter, yeah, okay, well, sure. Can I say that to my son as well?
Yeah, sure.
Great, perfect. Can we see what's happening top as well? Mantis, he has nothing and he really wants to play. He wants to get that drums going for him. 796 HP with agility threads. Maybe with strength threads he will get over a 1k. But I don't know, that Terrorblade, man, he cannot fight. He's level 8, he's so under level. He's almost the same level as the Ogre Magi.
Yes. I almost feel like this is like a desperate all-top attempt coming out from xGame.
Yeah, but what'd you get? Did you get a tower? Okay, that's like 200 gold for you. Like, even less.
Yeah, and I don't think they'll get a tower because here comes Virtus.Pro. They're kind of going in from all sides. Yo, he might pull a pilot out here. Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine. He gets the multicast. Pure skill, look at that.
Oh,
Silence.
Yep. Mindtest dead. And they're going to blow up Yo in the very beginning, but here comes a Blink Duel. A little bit more damage going in the way of Virtus.Pro.
72.
Tier 1 defended, if you air quote. And I think Virtus.Pro is going to get another tower. I think this game 1 is going to go very quickly to Virtus.Pro if the game keeps snowballing out of control like this.
I just don't see how xGame.kz can come back. I mean, we can talk about mechanics and like comeback mechanics. There is 10,000 net worth. Actually, something interesting about this 682B patch is that when you look at net worth, you not only have to look at the difference in gold, but also the individual net worth of the team. So xGame is 22,000 and VP 33,000.
Okay.
And that is actually important because of the comeback rule.
Yes.
I mean, the comeback rule in 682 was that the further away you were in net worth, the more gold you got.
Yes.
But right now in 682-bit, it's also affected by how much gold you have.
Yes.
So if you're like 40,000 gold for your enemy and you have 2 gold, let's be super extreme, you don't get as much as if the enemy is like 60,000 gold and you're 30,000 gold.
So you got to be sort of rich yourself.
Exactly.
That's what you're trying to say.
Like, the more gold you have, the more gold you will get as well.
And unfortunately, xGame.kz is not sort of rich.
Yeah, they're not doing so well right now. So again, comeback mechanics, getting really hard. Yo gets hit by a random concussive shot. He's trying to find that, but no. Actually, Sklinks finds it first. And as we said before, just a strafe and he dies straight away. Skywrath Mage, very, very squishy against this lineup.
And I think this is a very good time to talk about the comeback mechanic in terms of, sure, if the enemy team gets a kill on you, they're going to get a lot of gold.
Yeah.
But they got to get a kill on you. And Sadoi is really farmed, really tanky. You have press the attack to really debuff a lot of people that are out of trouble. And look at the Razor. He's got already mech and BKB. How are you actually killing this Razor?
Yeah. I don't think you are. I don't think not with a Terrorblade that doesn't have drums.
Yeah.
And now he's going for a BKB or a Sanch. I guess it's a BKB.
They're going to go on Sadoi.
Jump initiation. Okay, Zero is going to die, and that is good.
Yeah, that's a good start here. But BCC actually used a BKB and mech to very low effect. If xGame.kz could chase and get this kill, that's going to be huge.
You have a bad rider. You can chase. You can always chase. Bloodlust comes from the Ogre Magi. It's only a level 1 Bloodlust.
And here comes a chase. The Burrow Strike's going to go on BCC. He tried to help his teammate. Look at the Thunder coming in right now. They are going to get the kill. The buyback comes in from Stallcat, or Sadoi, excuse me. And looks like G is going to go forward to go for some kills, but...
Do they want to go for the... Oh, can they get him? No, he can kill...
2 hits.
2 hits.
Burrow Strike's going to come in.
I think he killed himself.
Yeah, I think
Reeves killed himself.
He tried to save his ally.
Yeah, but this ally was safe no matter what. So unfortunate. Actually, that was a great teamfight by xGame, and they played to their strength. They have the blinks, they have the Bat Rider, they have the chasing potential, and they blew everything out of VP straight away. They forced the BKB and the Mekon Razor really fast, so now that was their time. They couldn't make it matter so much.
I think that's actually fine, though. They even lost the Tier 3. I'm looking at the teamfight recap, which I guess you can't go back and look at it anymore.
No.
Which is a sad thing. But from what I see is xGame.kz got 2,400 gold for that exchange of kills.
That is a pretty...
And Virtus.Pro lost 300 gold, which basically, if you're xGame.kz, you just caught up by 2,000 gold. Right. And that's not counting the fact that Virtus.Pro bought back on one of their heroes. That's a huge fight. They basically lost 2 of their 3 very, very farm core that had big streaks on them. So as we're talking about the comeback mechanics, yes, you have to get the kills, but when you do get the kills, boy, you get a lot of gold.
Yep. And they will try to make the most out of it, but it's VP still who has the map control and who is dictating the pace of this game. There is Lasso again on Stallcat. They want to use that on the Razor. It's kind of complicated. Once you Lasso the Razor, you're slow yourself.
Yep.
So here comes the
nice
stun
burrow.
on BCZ. They're going to try to deny this tower. No, Razor still gets the tower. Reeves gets hit by that everything. And the dual camps actually in the end. The Skyrath Mage is going to die. And what's the score on the Skyrath Mage again? It is 2-6.
Yep.
Not going great. And 86 damage on the Legion Commander. This is getting out of control.
It's really hard for Stallcat because you can't, first of all, lasso the bat, because if you do...
No, you're the bat. You can't lasso
sorry, you can't lasso the Razor.
Yes.
Like you said, you're going to get slowed, which makes things complicated, but he does have force that to get around that. The more important thing is when you lasso the bat, or when you lasso the Razor, first of all, the press attack is going to go on BZZ, so he's going to get freed. Second of all, you're going to get blink dueled, and you're going to be dead. So it feels like if you're Bat Rider, you have to lasso Sidoi. And when you lasso Sidoi, Virtus.Pro says, all right, you lasso our tank, let's just go in and win the fight.
Yep.
That's kind of what happened last time. And now there's an Aegis on Razor. I actually think the Razor should give the Aegis to the LC.
To LC, yeah.
Because LC is your frontline tank.
But the thing is, LC is about to finish, like, in just 2 or 3 creeps, he's going to finish his BKB.
Top lane looks like they're going to make a gank on G. G is dead.
Yeah. G is found. G actually pops his BKB.
So he's not dead.
He's not there. He kind of runs away, and now everyone is in runaway mode.
Mantis
is quite slow right now, 365.
They're going to just Orchid Reeves and kill him, I think.
There's a stun. There is a stun. 2 times multicast. But now Mantis wants to run away. He gets silenced. The Clink is going to do damage to him. He is gone. Clinks clear everything. Gets earned. And now it's time to push again.
A little bit of unfortunate TP placement.
Yeah. He thought it was safe. He didn't see the Clinks being invisible there. There is a 491 gold change for Virtus.Pro.
What's your thought on Queen of Pain getting Lincolns?
If you're going to blink on the people, you're going to get Jewel, like you said. I think it's mainly for that.
Is it like a game-losing Lincolns?
It is. I kind of need the Lincolns, otherwise I'm completely useless.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's better than a game-losing BKB in the sense that you could put it on your allies. So there's that. Yeah. You could put it on your bat as he blinks in and you know, help to the initiate. So it's not too bad.
I mean, the other item that you could have gone for is Orchid or Ship.
Right, but Orchid and Sheep is going to get dispelled by press the attack.
Reeves had an awkward Burrow Strike right now, and Cedar wanted to duel. Manages to dodge the duel right now. And it's full CG mode for VP right now.
It looks like a very awkward... as we see the lasso coming in, and there you go, the press attack trying to bail him out, but Stallcat's going to get blown up. The duel's looking to come in. Equal drops his Mystic Flare, but he dies in 2 seconds.
Cedar is want to duel someone, but people die too fast for him to duel.
Yeah, that's a first world problem for a Legion commander.
I would like to see that, the motivational poster. I want to duel my enemies.
But they die too fast. Yeah, that's a good one. Somebody go make it out there.
Yeah.
That's a Rax.
Yeah. And that's 2 Rax, I think.
I don't think this is a time to talk about, hey guys, combat mechanic.
Yeah. No, I don't think it matters anymore. Like, Razor is like, this is our base now. We're going to put our signs, our little houses here. I picture a picket fence in the garden. Maybe I'll get some pumpkins for night.
You know, the picket fence it's like a very American thing.
Yeah.
I never knew what a picket fence was until I came to America.
Wait, you don't have pickets, or do you not have fences in China?
We don't. There's no such thing as picket fence.
But do you have fences?
There's fences. I mean, China, of course, they have fences. let's be real here. But like in China, you don't have this like.
Where is the metal wire? Where's the barbed wire? No, it's white picket fence. It's fine. Yeah. They can't go out.
In China, there's no fences because you just have one tall building that houses 10,000 people.
Right. Yeah.
Right, so there's no like individual places with fences.
That must be a really tall building.
It's
very short people.
Yeah. Either way, you know. Either way.
We get a pause here. E equals pause, please. Does it matter? If this was Dota 1, I would say he's turning on the map hack.
I mean, when they are 2 racks down, I don't think map hack actually matter.
Yeah.
But
okay, so you're gonna wait a little bit more to see what happens in the end. You get to see our pretty faces.
Yep.
One more time.
So I think this is a good time to talk about that. This is not a best of 3 series.
Yep.
This
is 3 best of 1s.
So Virtus.Pro looks like they're going to be earning themselves 1 point.
Right. And,
well, what's this like? You're
no, I was thinking of fixing my hair because I look at I need to get a haircut, and I just hadn't had time.
Yeah. Okay.
I just hadn't had time. We threw an event at our house. Well, not we.
You.
Well, no,
we minus me.
No. What I was trying to say is like there was an event at our house. There was not ours. It was not Good Studio.
Okay.
But we used our house, and we wanted to test because we want to do Good Studio things at our house later. And because like when you rent our house, it's like there were about 40 people in the house during the whole weekend from Thursday to yesterday. And I was like, I need to cut my hair because I want to go to Dreamleague and not look like a bum. Like that's James' work, not mine, right? But James actually is looking pretty presentable now, and I just have to like wear a lot of things so that people don't focus on my hair. But it seems that the game is going to come back. But before then, I also hurt my knee.
Yes.
And I really can't walk right now. But who can walk is VP, and they're going to walk out of the base.
Because
they don't
poor transition.
I mean, you can't have all greatest hits.
Yes.
Even Queen has some crappy songs.
You know, you guys were talking about 1980 music. Mm-hmm. It's not as good as everybody thinks it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
There's actually a lot of bad.
There's the music that we remember from the 80s, it's amazing.
Yes.
But the music that we don't remember, just go to any Cyndi Lauper song that is not Girls Wanna Have Fun or Time After Time, and you'll see what I mean. VP is stopping that push because they want to keep that tier 1 alive. That's very important for them. And Stallcat and the gang, they're trying to find people in their jungle, but they don't find people and they don't find even creeps. Mantis is trying to farm the little things, the little camps, and that's all they can get. If you're xGame right now, you're not giving up, but you kind of have to. So what's your last ditch effort?
Your last, okay. Let's see if they survive this fight yet. If they lose this fight, that's it. So they have to get out. Basically, you are fighting, like, you have to win 10 fights in a row, in such that if you lose one more fight, the game is over.
Yeah.
What you should do if your xGame is to fight outside the base.
Right.
Because if you fight in the base, now with Razor getting that Aghanims, you just lose your building.
Yep.
Like, even if the fight goes evenly, if the fight lasts long enough where BZZ gets to walk around your base, you have lost the fight. So if you're xGame, you have to kind of do some next level smoke backstab to come around from the side and just pick off one. And every time you pick off 1 or 2 heroes, you delay the push.
And you get a lot of gold because of comeback mechanics.
That's just asking for a lot, though. It seems like that's not what they have in mind. It looks like they're going to want the whole high ground.
VP can just power through this bottom lane. And what are you going to do if you're xGame.kz? The Terrorblade cannot fight. Went for Sanj and Yasha just to try to be tanky. The main effect means absolutely nothing here.
Yeah, I mean, SMY is probably the cheapest, but yet most cost-effective item for now.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what they have to hold. And if you're holding high ground, your spells like Epicenter, Sonic Wave, that's kind of the big AoE in a very clumped up area. So maybe that's what they have in mind. But they're walking on a fine edge. A Blink Duel ends the fight very easily.
I kind of want to see, if they know that Mantis use Metamorphosis, I would say just like
wait it out?
Wait it out, yeah, wait it out.
I mean, if you're VP, I don't think you need to
No, you wait it out. I mean, why risk it? Again, if you lose the Razor right now, you're giving them a lot of gold that you don't need to give them. Just wait it out. 2 more crit waves, then you're golden, because without range form, it just doesn't matter that much. And they know now that Terrorblade has the range form. And Terrorblade is like, fuck, I'm running out. And now he's going back. He can't fight anymore without this. It's going to be 5 more seconds.
And
now
that's
in this way,
So, I mean, if you're BZZ, you can even wait for 1 more wave for your own ultimate to be back on.
This way, yeah. Yeah.
Because the Metamorphosis does have a very long cooldown.
Yeah.
So you can wait if you want.
And you force the enemy to be there. I mean, Mantis, okay, he's going to try and farm the top lane.
No, I think pushing out the top lane is more accurate than farming it.
It's like 24 gold, 20 gold, that's 44 gold. Let's keep counting. 44 plus 26, that's 70 plus 25, 95.
Or meanwhile, more interesting on the bottom lanes that the tower is dying.
He got 100 gold from that. That's nothing.
Yeah, let's not forget that Yol is now getting Bloodlust. And he's Bloodlusting his whole team, which, you know, already attacks very fast.
Yeah, and with Chilling Touch as well. That's a nice combination.
I like how Equal is doing a preemptive ward in front of my tower because that tower is going. There's not wall. Equal.
Okay, here comes the Scepter. They actually, the Queen of Pain has to run away, and they cannot even get close to the tower. They cannot fight there. They're trying to cheap off BCC's life, but does it matter really?
Link duel, bottom lane, or bottom portion of the map, Equal, done. And that just opens up the map, and that's it. Yeah, I think with Razor blowing up her tower for such a long time, double BKB has already been used, so XGame can, in theory, Sonic Wave
with the BM Yule Scepter, and the silence, and
oh, that's an initiation, man. That's not a BM Yule Scepter.
It is a BM Yule Scepter. He just walked there. Like, oh, the damage was huge with the swap.
They gotta kill God though. God is just running away from those tier 4 towers. Sonic Wave, one more hit the tower. No, the Earth's gonna come back in. What the fuck? That's gonna come in.
He's like, come, babies. One for me. Now, does he want to fight? Yeah, he's gonna get Reeves as well. That damage, GG, 204 damage per hit. They're chasing Rampage for Zero.
I think this game was won when the score was 4-8, and I was asking, all right, who's gonna get the first blink? It was Batrider who got the blink, but they just. And they even got 2 kills on Clinks, right?
Yeah.
But they kept trying to go for those blinks. I think you gotta slow the game down, make sure everybody gets farmed, because they kept fighting into a Razor that got an early mech. That's just not a good fight.
Yeah, that was not. The thing is, even though they were getting the kills, so the kills were kind of even, the ones that were winning the farming fight was actually VP all along.
Yeah.
So that was so good for them that they could ride that into victory. They got some couple of key items. You mentioned the mech there, but you also got some minor items on the supports. And just having the Tranquil Boots on the Ancient Apparition, for example, to be able to follow the Ogre Magi into fighting and don't have to worry about regen. And just even getting the Clinks, his Orchid, that was pretty decently fast. That gave them all the possibilities in the world to fight against the Blinkers, the fast movement, and the Queen of Pain that was relevant at the beginning of the game, but past level 7-8 just didn't mean much.
I think looking from game 1, you're not, if you're XGame, you're not saying, hey, we just got outplayed completely, there's no way we could beat these guys. I think it's just a couple of small mistakes, like for example, Equal not skilling his ultimate level 6.
Yeah, but does it matter really? I mean, if you think about it.
It does.
It does, but
when the Sand King Burrow strikes in, the Mystic Flare gets the kill. It matters quite a bit.
But not as much as to say, well, xGame.kz lost because of...
No, that's not the case. I think they lost because of...
I think they were outplayed.
Misexecution of, like a mistiming attack. They kind of chose the wrong time.
I wouldn't even say they were outdrafted.
No, they weren't.
They were outplayed.
Yeah, so maybe just a little bit of adjustment coming into game 2, which is not game 2 of a best of 3, but game 2 of 3 best of 1s.
Right. And I think we're going to go into a break.
Sure.
And after this break, we're going to go back with a new game between xGame.kz versus Virtus.Pro, but it's not the second game of best of 3. It's a new best of 1.
Also,
how does that work? I don't even know.
You could tune into stream 1 if you want to catch the other game, which seems to be going on still.
But if you do that, come back.
Come back.
We're lonely here.
Yep.
See you in a bit.